Hi everybody, and welcome to video 3 in our Winter Cottage series. Now, when we in video 1 we went over the papers and how to prepare them and all that, and then we started on the cover, or we discussed the cover. In video 2 we finished our cover, and then that took us a little bit. We had some mistakes we had to fix, didn't we? And some other things like that that we learned from. In this one, we're going to finish section 1, which is the left section of the book. And yeah, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to start on section 2, and I'll probably put you on hold in between so I can get some papers together that I want to get together and all that good stuff. All right? Okay, so let's go. So the first thing we want to do is we want to, remember we glued our 3 pieces together and we punched holes in the center. So the first thing we want to do is we want to place this top one. And I'm going to put the bears on the top because they match right across just like that. And in fact, wonder if I should do it right there, or maybe right there. Let me get my pencil. Okay, so that's where we're going to put the top one, right in the dead center of that moose. No, elk. Then we're going to take our bottom one, and this should be at 2 1/4, or somewheres about that. Well, I guess I wanted it this way after all. All right. What is wrong with me? Okay, it's at 2 3/4. So, oh, because it's 5 1/2. So that's right, 2 3/4. Okay, so we want to go 2 3/4 in on this one, so we've got them lined up. Let's make sure. Actually, it isn't exactly 2 3/4, is it? Let's, where did it go? Oh, hold on. Let's get our little T-square and see if we can figure this out. Okay, so this one is here. If we want the other one to be straight, that one's at 2 inches. And then there's another inch down. Oh, right, because we got a 1/2 inch up above the hole and a 1/2 inch down because we put it in the center. So we want to go an inch down from here, which is here, for our bottom paper or circle. These little T-squares are awesome. I got this little bitty one, and I don't know why the dark side is not on this side, because this is the side with the little grabby part. Seems a little backwards to me, but anyway, these are the handiest things, and you should get one. This is a 6-inch one, and I got it on Temu. Then I've also got a 12-inch one that I use a lot as well. I don't know how it got moved out of the pencil turning thing. Now, we haven't hooked anything yet. okay, because we want to be able to do our hole punch and everything. Okay, so we're going to go with this smaller hole. We're going to punch it right where our little dot is. We're going to do the same thing here. Okay. Then we're going to take our circles and our brads. We want to do this one down here, but we want the squirrels and the hedgehogs and such to be right side up. So we'll put this one in here, and we'll open it back up, and we'll open up the brad like so. It's got two little legs. Now we're going to be putting things in and out, so we want it to be flat. What is up with me? We want it to be flat, and we don't want it to turn sideways, so we're going to tape it. And I am going to try to smooch it a little bit straighter. Yeah, that did it. That took the hump out of it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same up here on the top. We want to put our bears up so they match the other bears. Okay. Then we open our little gizmo here. Now this one, I think I'll put this way. I should have cut a third circle. Now, I'm not sure a 1-inch circle is going to do it. Let's go with a 1.5-inch circle. I don't have a 1 1/4. A 1 1/4 would have done as well. So let's ink it like we did everything else. Then we're going to go ahead and put, whoops, what am I doing? We're going to, I'd like to put a piece of tape on it so it doesn't turn before we glue this on to cover it up. But I don't want the piece to stick out past our circle. Okay? Oh, look at that. What a good choice of places to punch. I think I got lucky, to tell you the truth. Let me get a little piece of tape. Is it big enough? I just want to hold it in place so it doesn't turn. I think that'll do it. Then we'll put this over it. We don't have to do that down here, remember, because it's going to be flipped up. It's going to be a pocket. But this will flip up and we'll see it. So let's, whoa, fill my glue and I put the top on crooked. That can't be good. Okay. I had to fill it after putting all that glue on that cover. put our elk and our fox right side up. That will cover our brad. We'll also keep it from moving. Boy, that thumbnail looks bad. Tried and tried and tried to fix it. Okay. Now we need our string. And I went with this color because I think it matches this really well. I had light green out, you know, like about this color. But then I voted against it. I decided I wanted this instead. It's just not the right string. So I want to tie this around here. Come on, buddy. I have glue on my fingernail. Stop it. I just got through putting all the lights on my Christmas tree because of my ribs. It's a week late, and then of course I'm not supposed to do it, but that didn't stop me from doing it. I have a beautiful Christmas tree every year. I'm not just saying that because I'm the one that, you know, does it, but I put all kinds of twinkle lights on it. And then I use beads instead of garland. And the beads reflect, well, garland does too, but the beads really reflect good the lights. Then I have glass, blown glass ornaments. Okay, let's cut this off. Oh, come on. All right. Now, let's go around. All right, come on, let's lift him up a little bit. Okay, let's go around. And then back around. And then up, and then we're done. Now we don't want to pull it that tight. We want it to lay flat. I'm going to have a little bit. Because when we glue it down, it'll flatten it out. Now, you want to undo it. And let's make the, oopsie. And let's make our pocket. Okay. So I folded these, as you can see. I folded it in half. Then I folded, and so that made it like this. Then I folded each side back. And so now I have either, whichever way you look at it, a W or I have a mountain. Okay, so either way you want to look at it. I'm going to take this, the pointed side facing outwards. So we're going to ink this pointed side just a little bit. If we can get any ink to show up on that. This is a very light color. There we go. That way it complements it. I made this a 2-inch one. The paper's 2 inches wide, and that gives it a bigger pull. You can also get a bigger piece and make more folds, you know, and that will make it pull out even farther. Let's go ahead and do this on the other one so we don't forget. Okay. Then all we have to do to make our pocket is glue our paper down to the sides. Pointed side facing out, so that means we're going to put glue on this side. And we don't have to put it all the way to the bottom. Wow, my hands are really shaking. And my hands are tired after doing all those lights. I have a 6-foot Christmas tree. And I think I put 700 twinkle lights on it. I know, planes are circling my apartment, thinking it's the landing field. Pointy side out. So that means we want to ink this, or glue this side. We've already inked, haven't we? Oh, for cripe's sakes. We want to make it even with this one. Line up the edge of the paper on the bottom with the edge of the paper here. Then we'll just glue this. I'll wipe this off. Then I discovered this pocket that's exactly the right width. I'm not going to use the, well, I couldn't I? I could fold them around it, and it would have a little bit more space without it being so big. All right, let me fold that one there. Fold this one here. I can't wait to eat my tomato sandwich. That's what I decided I'm going to have for lunch. A toasted tomato sandwich. I take toast and some slices of tomato and a piece of Colby Jack cheese, and then and a little bit of mayonnaise, and then I on the tomatoes I sprinkle everything bagel seasoning. It It is so good. Okay. Okay, so let's open these. Oops, let's ink it. I really like this as the pocket. I was going to just take a spare piece of this, a scrap, and make a pocket. And then I thought, oh, I better check those big ones and see if I've got one that'll fit. And then we can put small stuff in there. So now let's see if we glue this to here. Oh, we can't. We can't do it that way because why? Because we'll be gluing the pocket shut. So what we need to do is cut these little guys off. Well, it was a nice thought. I'll have to re-ink those sides real quick. They'll still have a little ink, but almost got that bunny's bottom. Oh, I didn't cut the top. Make sure we don't have to trim it any. I'm going to put the glue on it. Looks so nice. And then we can put smaller stuff in here, like some of the tickets maybe. And then we're not going to put this in the cover yet because we want to be able to decorate the fronts and stuff laying the book cover flat. And if all this stuff is on the inside, then the book cover won't lay flat. We could cover it now, but I'm not really sure what we're going to do on the cover. So we'll have to wait and see. So we're just going to label this section 1. Well, somehow I wrapped that wrong. There's not quite enough. I guess that's how much I left. String's a little crooked there. I'll fix it later. Okay, so we're going to label this section 1. And then we'll set it over there. I'll set it over on the cover so it's all ready to go. Yep, those will fit perfect. I'll get those inked up and get them put in there. Okay, let's get a couple pieces of paper here. We'll get started on the base. We've got about 20 minutes. We can get a little bit of a start. Okay, so let's fold this in half. Having second thoughts about the size. We did, or did we do 5 3/4? I think we did actually. So we're going to put this down on the base, or section 2, like that. So we're going to write section 2. And this will be glued down to the book. Now we're going to, do I want to cut it back a little bit? We're going to put it on this way. Okay. Yep, we're going to put it on this way. We're going to make this a little bit shorter. Let's take 1/4 inch off. So make it 5 1/2. It is 5 1/2. We'll make it 5 1/4. We took off just a little bit. Now, I'm going to take this paper and fold it in half. Never done one this way before. And then we're going to take that 1/4 inch off, both sides. Or the front and the back, you know, both, the whole thing. Take 1/4 inch off the whole thing. Then we're going to glue it on here and make a pocket in the side. It's a little different. Make sure they're the same size. We're not going to ink these. We'll ink the papers that go on them. Okay. And we'll glue this so that this side is open for a pocket. So we're going to glue it like this. Like I said, I've never done one this way before, so hopefully it'll work out. We may cut a thumb hole, but we don't want to do that until, I think I'll put a tab. I don't want to do that until, what do I not want to do it until? Well, I'll put the card in. But anyway, the reason I made this a little bit shorter and I made it face this way is because it's going to face the 3-inch spine. That way we can get our card in and out. We have enough room for our card, our tab. We can probably put a charm on it. Maybe not. I'm not sure 1/4 inch is enough to do a charm. And then now we're going to, now that we've got our pocket, and we've got another page, right? So we're going to take one more. And how am I going to do this? Do I want to just glue it on as a flap? Or do I want to take another 1/4 inch off, which is a 1/2 inch, face it the other way? I think I like that idea. That does put our pocket the wrong way, but we'll have taken a 1/2 inch off. So that should be enough for us to be able to put a tab in on our card. We're going to have to make cards for these because they are going to be big. Okay. I cut a 1/2 inch off this. Oh, maybe that was a 1/2. That was. So hard to see on this. So let's take 3/4 off. This paper trimmer that I use, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, we'll put that on here. Facing this way as a pocket. Now I want that shorter. I want that shorter than that. I'm going to take another 1/2 inch off. Yeah, that'll do it. So now we're going to glue this as a pocket with this side open. The reason I cut it off even more was, well, I like the way it would look that way. But then I also want to have room for a tab facing the inside, which is the small spine. I don't really have a lot of room because I think I could have made this book covers a little bit bigger in width. Now see, I could have glued it where the pocket was here, but that's what everybody would think. So I'm going to make the pocket here. Then on top of this, I think we'll do an envelope or something, but we'll do that when we put the paper on. And then that will open this way off of this flap. So it will, where are they at? It will look like this, except for it'll be on the paper. And then we might, no, and then we'll trim that for a pocket going that way. And then we'll put something on the top of this, and that will give us this with the pocket. No. This this, this. Open it up. And this. There's our pocket. Right there. And then we'll have this and this. Okay? So let's start from the top. And I'm going to put you on hold while I try to decide what paper I'm going to put on here and the front and the back of the envelope. And I'll get the envelope all inked up too. Okay? Alright, I'll be back in just a second. We've got about 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to use this paper on the front of this, and we're going to make a window, so we might as well do that now. Okay. So now the envelope is going to go on this way. So this is going to be the top. That's going to be the top. And this is going to be left. Okay. It's one of my houses to be pointed in the right direction. I'm so tired, but I figured, well, 20 minutes I can finish this part up. Well, for goodness sakes. That's kind of cool. Everything's coming off. My bracelets are coming off. My rings are falling off. I don't know what's going on. Probably shrunk some more. I'm probably only 4'10" now. I probably shrunk right during the video. That would be funny. I mean, no, it wouldn't be, but how am I going to reach the top of the tree to decorate it, right? No tree topper for me, just a ribbon around the top with a bow. I have a larger red one that I used to use on my other tree. And it had the long tails, you know, from where it was tied that went all the way down the tree. That tree was like 7 feet. This one's only 6 feet. And I'm thinking that ribbon might overpower it. So, I don't know. I already inked the envelope even though it may not look like it. I'm going to try to do the window towards the top, if I can manage it. Probably won't get it straight. And see if we can put a little pocket on the bottom in front of the window. I just moved my glass. Okay. Let's put it inside here with the blades facing the paper that we just papered. Or the side that we just papered. Let's put it up towards the top and give us a little room, don't we? Cutting it close, but literally, but we'll see. I'm really going to have to get one of those electric ones of these. Wow. If I had only known then, I would have invested $70 more and gotten the electric one. Wow, look at that. Holy moly, Batman. We have this for a window. I mean, for a card if we want it. That back away. Ink up the window. I like the paper that we're going to put on the back as well. Goodness sakes. Alright, now let's cut this for the pocket. Do it on the top pocket. Oh, we've got plenty of room. Let's go with the side pocket. Okay, so now this is open. And we have to, oh, I forgot to get what we're going to put inside here, didn't I? I'm not sure that that's wide enough. No, I don't like that. Yeah. Okay, let's put the acetate in. How big is this window? Well, it's bigger than those. It's bigger than that. Alright. So let's figure this out. Right, I'm going to cut the width. That didn't sound good, did it? Wow, I did cut that crooked. I cut it really crooked. And paper slid. I mean, the acetate slid. Let's see if that'll work. Still want to make it just a little bit narrower. Yep, that's better. For a minute there, I thought I had forgotten to ink it. I think I'm going to do it from this side. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but that was Oz yawning. Oh. Okay, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and paper the back, and then we will finish it up in the next video. I thought this would look nice, and it would give us a space to write, plus this really pretty cottage. So we need to paper the back and make a card. Alright, we've only got 3 minutes, so I'm going to ink this and glue it on. Then when we come back in the next video, we will cut the paper, we'll glue this on, and then we will paper the inside of the envelope. We'll do that first, so I can show you how in case you're a first-time viewer. And then I'm going to make the card off camera, okay? Alright, well, I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.